What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Destiny news. Now, we finally have a little bit of news regarding the House of Wolves expansion, which is coming up in Destiny. I know a lot of us are waiting for this expansion because there just is not a whole lot left to do in the game, and we needed an inflow of some new content to play. Well, Activision and Bungie today have officially announced that the release date for House of Wolves will be May 19th. Now, this was speculated on the forums. A lot of people in the community actually had guessed this. It was leaked a couple months ago, so really not surprising, but at least it's nice to have a concrete release date. I'm glad it's not going to be June, because that would have been way too long, but still we're looking at about a month away now from getting our next little bit of content in Destiny. So interesting news. That's really all they said about it today. There was nothing else really revealed. Now, you guys have known from previous weekly updates they are going to be making some changes with patch 1.1.2 before House of Wolves comes out. That includes a little bit of expanded vault space, some adjustments to PvP, and things like that. Now, interestingly enough also, Bungie released a trailer for House of Wolves, and that I will actually link to the trailer below. I'm just going to talk about that for just a second because I was expecting some kind of reveal trailer, sort of like Dark Below. You know, we got to look at some of the gear and some of the other stuff to kind of, tide us over and entice us and let us see what was coming. This time all we got is about a minute and 40-second long trailer, which just shows the Fallen, and it shows them with the Queen's throne room on the reef and kind of shows her guards kind of strewn all about and killed. And you get to look at the Queen and her brother that you guys will remember from that really long and annoying cutscene when you're playing through Venus. But so in the trailer, she basically says, "Open up the reef to the Guardians," and it's been rumored, and a lot of people have leaked that we are going to get a reef social space area, which I guess is going to kind of be like the tower, which will probably have. I'm guessing it's going to have the Queen's vendor there, because I've seen some leaked videos. Now, guys, I don't normally report stuff that's leaked because obviously it's not 100%, and it's obvious, Bungie can change a lot of that stuff before the actual game comes back out, so I don't want to actually, say like any of it's verbatim, but I will say that I have seen some linked information on the Queen's Wrath event that is coming back. It's supposedly getting revamped. There's going to be new bounties that go along with the story missions and things like that. It's basically going to be the same way it was before, just with some new bounties in it that would go with some of the new stuff that's coming with the House of Wolves. And I've seen some of the weapons. They're apparently revamping all the Queen's Wrath weapons and making them legendaries now. So I'm going to assume that that's probably going to be, her vendor's probably going to be there. I don't know how much else they'll have in the reef in terms of, weapon vendors and things like that, because all the factions are pretty much in the tower. And I don't think the Queen's going to be letting all the factions, kind of keep up shop. So I think we'll just get a whole new social area to kind of walk around in, instead of having another vendor like Eris show up on in the tower. But that's just speculation on my part. It's going to be interesting to see what we can actually do in the reef. So that was it. Really, that's about all there is for the announcement. There's nothing major on it. So, just I guess you guys, are you excited about House of Wolves? Or are you kind of just waiting to see about House of Wolves? Are you going to get House of Wolves? Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. Personally, myself, I did buy the expansion pass with Destiny when I bought the game, so I'm getting House of Wolves either way, so I'll definitely be playing it. I plan on stocking up all my items and gear ahead of time, and then I will definitely let you guys take a look at House of Wolves when it first comes out. So that's the other thing. Guys, real quick, I did do another video on how you can prepare for House of Wolves if you are getting the DLC, in terms of maximizing your gear and everything when the DLC first comes out. But real quick, just to cover what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build up all your ranks on your factions: Vanguard, Crucible, Cryptarch. You build those up just before the point you're going to get a next level in a new package. Like, say, when you get to about 50 reputation from, say, like New Monarchy or the Vanguard or the Cryptarch, just kind of stop and leave it there. And then you want to stack up about 10, maximize your bounties, get 10 bounties saved up. And when the House of Wolves drops on May 19th, what you're going to want to do is go in and trade in those bounties and level up all those reputation ranks to the next level to where you'll get that package. Because what's going to happen is if you If you wait till then and you do it after the DLC comes out, all those packages you'll get will have hopefully will have new gear for the Dark Below, or not the Dark Below, for the House of Wolves. And then you will also, if you level up that Cryptarch, he'll send you a package. Hopefully you'll get some legendary engrams in there, and you can get new legendary gear. I've seen people saying they're going to be stocking up engrams. All that's going to do is going to give you old stats and old gear from the Cryptarch. He's not going to give you any of the new stuff right away until you get engrams after House of Wolves comes out. If you try to use those engrams from prior to House of Wolves, you're just going to get old Dark Below gear, and it's going to be the old statistics and everything. So go ahead and don't save your engrams. Use those to build up your Cryptarch level to the point where you're about ready to level up, and then you're going to want to stop. And basically, if you do this on all 3 characters, which is what I'm planning on doing, and like I showed in my video that I did earlier, which I'll link below, you can basically get 4 to 5 packages per character. You know, that's Vanguard, Crucible, that's all the factions, and hopefully you can start off with some really good gear right away, like right when the DLC comes out. My other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to basically max out my Crucible and Vanguard marks on all 3 characters, 200 apiece, so that when the expansion comes out, I will have enough, basically enough marks from the Vanguard to buy either 3 weapons or a couple pieces of armor, and I've got all my commendations saved up as well. And then my factions, I've got I've got all my factions almost to level 3, except for Dead Orbit. I need to work on Dead Orbit, one of my Titan and my Warlock a little bit. But basically what I'm planning on doing is, I'm either, depending on the weapons that come out, I may just buy 3 weapons and not worry about the armor right away. Or what I may do is buy like 2 pieces of armor from the Vanguard, and then buy 1 piece of armor from my faction, and have 3 out of 4, new light level armor pieces with an exotic or something, and that way I'll be able to start working towards level, I'm assuming level 34, start working towards level 33 and 34 pretty quickly, or I may just get the weapons and start looking at those to review those. Now again, there's been a lot of leaks on the weapons, the statistics, and things like that, and I'm not holding too much to that because I'm sure Bungie may change some things, especially since the information is leaked. We know when it was discovered that Xur was actually predetermined, that Bungie decided to start using an alternate version of Xur, that they actually put some different gear on. So it'll be interesting to see what actually comes out. But what I'm planning on doing is when the DLC comes out, I will do a run through with all 3, Titan, Warlock, and Hunter, show you guys all the gear that's available, show you guys all the weapons that's available, as well as the new story missions and all that, which are hopefully going to be a lot better than the Dark Below. Like I said, if they're pushing the game back this far, and now, it's going to be another month we're waiting, it hopefully means they are still going to be updating things. Now, I know the voice actor for the Queen, actually, she just put out on Twitter the other day that she's still recording some things with Bungie, so hopefully that means they're still adding in some things to the game, adding in some cutscenes, adding in some more story development and character development, and hopefully House of Wolves is going to be good. There's a lot of things that we could possibly be getting with House of Wolves, the Queen's Wrath event again, and Trials of Osiris and PvP, which hopefully is going to be better than Iron Banner, and just, there's just the hope of new content. That's pretty much what's keeping me in it right now. And, again, I think if this content's not great, if it's kind of like the Dark Below and it's a little bit lackluster, then it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the player base in Destiny. If everybody's going to keep on playing and keep on giving Bungie the benefit of the doubt, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Because, they claim, it's just interesting that Activision has never really given us a concrete number of how many people are playing Destiny, like an honest to God, like this is the amount of people that are on the servers playing. Like you can get that with you can find that out with Call of Duty and Halo and other games. They've actually, got public numbers, and you can find out how many people are actually playing the game. All Activision says is, oh, we've got 16 million registered users. Well, all that means is you've got a profile on Bungie.net, or you're registered in the game. You may not have touched your character since September, but you're still being counted in those numbers. So I'm really just interested to see the actual number of people that are playing Destiny, because to me it just feels like the game's it's a little bit empty compared to how it was a month or 2 ago, and I'm sure some people are getting burned out on it. So the House of Wolves announcement is good. I still wish we didn't have to wait a month. I wish it was coming out like tomorrow. But Bungie is pushing a patch live today as well. Some of you guys probably got that notice when you were playing earlier. So it's gonna be interesting to see what that patch is for. It may just be putting the trailer into the actual game so you can look at it. But it will be interesting to see, what that new patch is. If we're gonna get any updates this week, and should be an interesting weekly update on Thursday. Hopefully, it won't just be one of those, oh hey guys, we got the trailer and something silly like that. Hopefully, they'll actually shed some light on House of Wolves and what we're gonna be getting. Content-wise and feature-wise, like vault space and things like that. So, anyways, guys, I've rambled on long enough, so hopefully you enjoyed this quick little video, found it informative. Like I said, links for the trailer, other videos will be down below. Be sure to check those out and let me know if you're looking forward to House of Wolves, what you thought of the trailer. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you're having a great day, and I will see you again next time.